Have our countdown thing, Jen, so let's do it. 5,
4,
3,
2.
1. Hey everybody, we're live. Welcome to the Tampa, Florida RV Supershow. And this is a Saturday edition of Ask Us Anything. We're Mike and Jennifer Wendland.
And greetings from Tampa.
Short sleeved shirts. 80. How hot is it today, Ed? Hey, we always say, who's the first person in line? And here is the first person in line. Say hi, Ed.
Hello.
Where are you from, Ed?
I'm from North Arlington, New Jersey.
And Ed's a regular on our Sunday night broadcast as well. And here he is at the Tampa RV Super Show. And he was first in line. He's also doing our social media, taking pictures of us for our Instagram group. But first on the list waiting was Head West on 90. They were our first people today. And Road Trip Buddy, who used to be first, he's getting a little slack now. But he's on there with the second post. And that's pretty fun to watch all of you guys are on there. Hey, we'll get to the questions in a few minutes. If we do drop the signal, it's because there is a big crowd here at the Florida RV Super Show, and everybody tends to go on their phones, and we are using our Verizon MiFi to get to the internet, and the internet can get crowded and we can be out of business, right?
Right.
So if we drop the signal, that's what happened. It's not our fault. It's all these people using their cell phones' fault. They didn't know that they were not supposed to use them. Do us a favor, give us a thumbs up during the course of this broadcast, and if you have a question, type in all caps question, and that way, as I'm trying to scan all the questions, I'm able to see who has it, and that will be fun. Wow, this has been a crazy week. Tell everybody when we got here, what we've been doing for the last 5 days.
Well, we flew in Monday, and Tuesday was RV
Industry Day.
So it was empty. We had the place basically all to ourselves, and we got to wander around to our little heart's content. It was very, very warm. Quite a transition from being in northern Michigan in the snow to come in here where it was like 84 and humid.
Now, if you have not already seen our video of the week, it went up this morning. Please watch that after the end of this. That was our winter camping trip last weekend in Florida, in Michigan, in northern Michigan. We were there, and that video went up this morning, and you can see what it's like camping in the snow. We are at the Leisure Travel Vans display. We're right behind a Leisure Unity, and there you can see the logo right there. That pole, by the way, is it mounts. Let's see if I can show it. It mounts a flag. So that's what that pole is. And they got
Before everybody asks.
Everybody wonders what that pole is doing at the back of the RV. They didn't bump into it. It's stuck in the bumper stick. We're at the Griseni display. They're the dealers here. And they're all full line of Leisure Travel Vans on display at the show. They've been selling them like crazy. We like to take people, they say, oh, show us yours. And so we like to walk them through ours when we're here. We can't get in it because it's so crowded.
They've had record crowds.
Absolutely record crowds at this place. We think it's because a lot of the influencers have been out promoting it. And we did a influencer party. We told you about that. That was Thursday night. Unbelievable.
There were a lot of people there. Ran out of parking spaces.
They were lined up around the building to get in, and at one point we heard there was 1,000 people that showed up. They would have been happy with 200, and it was crazy. So the show goes tomorrow. It's still on tomorrow, and you'll see a ton of people that will be here. The weather's been spectacular. Knock your socks off. 85 degrees. I think it's about 83 today. There's a little breeze today, so it's not too bad. And we have had so much fun. You'll hear some noise behind us. They have a lot of entertainment at the show. There's a robot. He'll say hi. That's there's a little robot. You see the robot that's running around? Yeah. And yeah. Hopefully he doesn't know that we're live, otherwise they'll show up and it was our live shot of the robot. All right, let's do some questions and we'll kind of go from there. Ed, you're here. Do you have any questions that since you're part of our live studio audience as the people are walking by?
Well, I appreciate your help on the coach house. We have another... Okay, she ran away now. I appreciate your help on the coach house, and I think I finally decided we're going to go for the Embassy RV. Even though they're not here.
Yeah.
I spoke to him, and it sounds very interesting.
So you're here to buy an RV. That's pretty good. That is awesome. That is awesome. This is what it's for, and so many people come from all over. All right, let's go to a lot of questions that we got here from everybody, and we'll go up. Let's see. Bad weather back in Michigan, according to Helen. In Holly, Michigan, we hear
that's
you're
our
getting
neck
snow.
of the woods.
Yeah, yeah. And there's Ed, who you just met, still here at the show. Mike's works Jennifer hard. Ed, it's the other way around. Jennifer works me hard. She does. She does. All right, let's go for looking for questions or comments, and we'll see if we can pull out a couple here. If I skip over, if you're not put question in caps like that, I won't see it. So, did you guys meet Traveling Robert, and how was it? Yes, we did. We met Traveling Robert, and he'll be our interview of the week. They'll post it on Wednesday. Robert's a good friend of ours. We see him at all the shows, and if you follow our podcast, you'll see him on Wednesday. And we'll have a video version of that as well. How are you guys?
We're doing great.
Where are you from?
Ohio.
Wadsworth, Ohio.
Okay, should you watch us?
We do.
Okay, you watch us a lot?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if we can do a question
Okay.
for a prize.
Make it easy.
Okay, what's the name of our dog?
Oh.
All right, we have a prize for you from the prize lady.
Would you, Darn.
You've
Would you like
won.
a cutting board?
You get, Jennifer has a cutting board. A little cutting board for your RV. It's a leisure travel van. They gave us some of these to give to folks that showed up. You're welcome. You're welcome. Where are you folks from?
It's Wadsworth. It's
Wadsworth,
by
Ohio.
Akron.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, we dread going back this weekend, so.
Except it's snowing and freezing rain.
Well, you guys are up North Michigan too, right? So,
Yeah, we're
Farther north than
10
you
inches
are.
of snow I think they got up there they were talking about. But
Now, when are you going back?
Sunday.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
yeah, us too.
yeah.
We're down at Cape Coral.
All right. Question from the audience out there. Daniel, when you were in the UP, how did you deal with drippy nose syndrome filming in the cold? That's why you wear mittens, Daniel.
Mike,
You
that's
just kind of
gross.
go like that.
Unfortunately,
it
that
works.
is- yeah,
It works. She's always handing me
I'm
a
always
Kleenex.
handing them Kleenex.
Yeah, yeah. So we do that, and yeah, it was very cold up there, but it was awesome.
It was beautiful.
What are the best changes Leisure has made in the 2020 vans? Well, they've upgraded their batteries to AGM. They've upgraded the inverter to 2,000 watts. They're about ready to introduce the 2020 Ford Transit chassis on their Wonder. So they've got a lot of changes. They've got a lot of vehicles on display here that they have been showing, and it's pretty impressive to see just how beautiful all of these rigs are. We've had fun showing the one we have, which is the FX, and people, the thing about a show like this is just so many RVs, and you can go through all of them. You can go all through them, right?
It's time well spent. I mean, if you're considering getting an RV, even if it's a couple of years from now, even 3 or 4 years from now, it doesn't hurt to come and just look, take
Yeah.
pictures. I mean, things are always changing, but the
And,
more information you have, the better.
and when you go to a show like this, you can meet people from the factory. There are 2 representatives here. If we could find Wally or Don.
There.
Hey, there's Wally. Hey, Wally or Don, one of you come on and say hi to our live people here. Our
Versus
live
the dead
audience.
people.
Well, both of you come on and just you come on behind me here. We'll introduce you. This is Don Klassen and Wally Newfield. They are factory reps from Leisure. Hi, guys.
Hi there.
So, actually, you're glad I called you over because you get a break, right?
You're
Exactly.
in the shade.
We needed the break. We needed the shade. It's
Tell,
good.
tell everybody how busy the show has been, but why this is the place to come and look for RVs.
Go ahead, Wally.
It's probably the best place because it allows us to feature all the models that we manufacture. So it gives the customer the opportunity to tour through every model and try to make their decisions a little easier.
Yeah. Now, Don, we've been here with you since Tuesday. Have you ever gotten lunch yet?
I think I did last week. Yeah. No, we haven't had a chance to get a break out of here. Sometimes, I just have to steal time to go get water. It's just been busy. Been lots of traffic, good traffic, great people. Just a lot of fun, and meet so many people that have our coaches are coming in, stopping in to say hi and all that. So that makes it just that much more fun.
Don and Wally are from the factory, and you guys get to answer a lot of questions. We say right from the horse's mouth is the slogan, but right from the factory rep's mouth. So.
There you go.
All
We
right.
got a nice suntan out of the deal as well.
That's it. That's it. All right. Thank you guys for
All right,
stopping by and
thank you
saying.
guys for what you do.
Oh, hey,
Alrighty.
we're having fun.
Have a good day.
All right.
This has been a lot of fun. Hey guys, buying a new one.
You sure are.
Yeah, you guys bought one yesterday, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah. A Murphy bed. It's the Unity Murphy bed. It's fun. It's so fun. And Jennifer, all right. So this is our test of how well you guys. Whoa, you promised that.
You promised me a gift.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
you guys won a prize, right? You guessed Bo with our studio audience. Ed got a prize,
All right.
is our thing.
And you like to keep
And,
that. It's fun to write where you
Jennifer's been having fun giving out questions. All right, let me go through some questions while you guys are all here.
Oh, and I
done a lot.
Wouldn't it be great if you had an apprentice who knew far less than you and you can show the ropes? No. That would mean I'd have to talk more.
so you won't see it.
That's the problem with this. We have Matt. What it used to be when we first started doing this, there weren't that many people doing YouTube videos, and now we've got so many followers. We can't walk more than 10 feet without meeting somebody. So it's really fun.
It is fun. It's very encouraging.
So we're trying to
thank you.
shoot videos while we're out here, and
But
we end
that's
up.
why we come Tuesday.
And we come Tuesday, and we did all the videos. And this time we've had so much fun just meeting people and greeting it. But in the process, we've lost our voices. So we could use Road Trip Buddy to kind of share his voice for us when we lose ours.
When you hear a bunch of noise, it's entertainment. They have all kinds of entertainment. They have a whole parade. If that goes by,
Yeah.
that could make it interesting.
Yeah, there's a roving entertainment, kind of like a carnival atmosphere. And if they come by, we'll let you see some of them.
And the dogs. Normally, the first time we came to this show in Tampa many years ago, it seemed like it was just little dogs. But I've never seen so many big dogs. We've just seen everything.
Yeah.
We saw somebody with 3 Siberian Huskies, 2 St.
Did you see the
Bernards.
St. Bernards today? Yeah.
2 St. Bernards today.
We saw somebody with a lemur. They brought
Yeah.
their pet lemur, and I've met a woman with a parrot she was carrying around all day. Okay, travel with your
Yeah.
parrot. Shirley had a question. I put it up a minute ago. If my water tanks have been empty for 2 months, should I treat the water when filling? I would, Shirley. I don't know what kind of weather you're in, how warm it is. If it's warm, for sure. But even if it's just sat there, there's been enough warm days where, I just think that's always a good move. I probably would indeed treat the water. Hi, folks. People walking by.
You can't treat your water too
This
much.
is kind of like we're right on the main runway here, if you want to call it, at the show, and it's been just amazing. They have set records this year. I mentioned that party that we were telling you about for the last couple of weeks, and I think I got here. They say 1,000 people showed up for that, and they were lined up around the building to
And
get
we
in.
had so many people say they couldn't get a parking spot. They just drove round and round and left.
Yeah, it was fun. So, bottom line for us is next time we participate in an event like that, we're going to make sure that it's a big enough venue, because it was so crowded. We had no idea there'd be that many people that would show up to meet all the different influencers.
And the fun thing was, let's see, what was it? Tuesday night when we had dinner with 5 other couples.
Yeah, 5 other YouTubers. Many people wonder, do you know all these other influencers? And many of us do know each other, and we've been using these shows. We all went out to dinner together, and it was just fun. Just all of us. We got a little corner at the Hard Rock, one of the restaurants at the Hard Rock Cafe, and it was really fun. Question from Ann. She says, what's the most exciting thing you've seen so far at the RV show?
Is that those Lances?
Oh my gosh. Truck campers. We saw we went to the 2 most popular models of the Lance truck camper. And do you remember, it's 30, 40 years ago, it was truck campers were all the rage. And they've become now, because of boondocking and off-the-grid capabilities, truck camping has become very, very popular. And the Lance camper is the #1 truck camper in America. You pop it on the back of a big pickup, and we just were amazed at how beautiful they were. Full dry showers inside.
I mean, for 55 or
55 to 58,000.
I think it was more like 59,000, 55 or 59,000.
Big dedicated
Sofa in the
bed,
back.
permanent bed, a sofa in the back, and one of them that you could sleep somebody on that. A dinette, office work area, full range cooking, and that dry shower. So I think the Lance campers were pretty neat. We want to give a tip of the hat to Winnebago. They introduced 3 new models with that are handicap, wheelchair accessible with big enough aisles and a wheelchair lift. I think that's a great thing.
Yes, that is great.
With Leisure here, of course, it's just the design of these things on the 2019 Sprinter chassis, the soon-to-be 2024 Transit chassis, which they're building on. That's pretty exciting to watch all of that. And then, of course, the spectacle of a show like this. So many people, meeting people from all over, and doing it in nice, beautiful weather.
This is much, much warmer than last
For
year,
those
but
of
there's
you
a beautiful breeze today.
Those of you in cold climates, let me give you a shot of some nice palm trees.
Those in Michigan, you want to see blue
Yeah,
sky?
some blue skies and some palm trees and photo bombers. The weather has been outstanding. They say it might rain tomorrow, but we have to leave tomorrow, so
We will not be here tomorrow.
yeah. So hey, if you haven't done so, give us a like, thumbs up on the video, and we are getting close enough now to 100,000 that I just urge you, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, would you do so? We really, when we get to that point where we're going to turn it over at 100,000, I want to go live then. Whatever day of the week it is, whatever time of the night it is.
3 in the morning, you probably stay up.
But we would really like to have that. Here's a question we just were talking about. This is from Bob Keefe. Can you read it?
No, I can't.
Bob says, has Leisure finally put your Murphy bed windows in the 2020 models?
Recognize you guys. I watch you all the time.
Thank you for watching us
Do you
all
know
the
what?
time.
We're live right now.
But we're live right now, but thank you for coming
come
up
and say hi.
Come around this way so they can see you for a second.
Yeah, come and let them see
Where
hi.
are you from?
Yeah, there's a
Where
few.
are you
Where are you
from?
from? Say hi. Yeah. Say hi.
Say hi, Mom.
Yeah, hi, Mom. Where's home for you?
Hi, kids. Ocala.
Ocala. Oh, you're a native. You're right
So
here.
do you have an RV or a trailer or a towable?
No,
or
but I'm planning to.
you're dreaming.
Next year.
All right.
2021.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you for saying hi to us.
Thank you.
We love
Enjoy
doing
your
that.
program.
Thank you. All right, well, let's go back to, where was that question I just had? Andrew, we'll come back to you in a minute here, but I just missed that question about, where was it?
Was it about the windows?
Uh,
Was it the question about the windows?
I'm
Are they going
looking
to put the
for it.
windows in?
I lost the,
Where'd it go?
oh, here it is. It's from Bob, and he said, had Leisure finally put your Murphy bed windows in the 2020 models? So you want to answer that?
No.
You don't want to answer it, or you don't
The
want
answer is no.
Oh, the answer's no.
They're
That's
not
right.
going to put them in.
Yeah, they said they didn't like the way they looked. They didn't think they looked with enough pizzazz or something. We thought they came with all of them, but they just did it on ours as an experiment. But everybody we know that has ordered
Everybody that
our
sees
Unity
them
wants them. So,
that we've seen so far.
so I told them all, well, I'll just cancel your order. I don't think they're going to do that, but yeah, I don't know why they don't put them in.
I could see if it was a structural
It's
thing.
not structural.
But
And
the
I think it
window
looks
is
great.
nice.
It's awesome
really
because you
is
get cross
nice.
ventilation when the
And you can
Murphy
look
bed's
out.
up. Yeah,
We like them.
really looks good. Okay, Andrew says, what's the most interesting new RV accessory that you've seen at the show?
We,
I haven't seen anything that's interesting.
we went into the tent.
And we usually look at all the accessories, and there was just nothing. It's just a lot of junk, Andrew. I didn't see anything. I'm trying to think there was anything that we liked for an accessory, and nothing that we even
Nothing
stopped to
popped
look
out at
twice.
us.
And we've been through up and down all of the aisles, so no cool accessories that I could see. That was there just wasn't much there. Leisure Traveling Locks, glad you're over your flu, Mike. You saw our video from today of last weekend's camp out. Yeah, that was it. Somebody says the audio sounds thin. Well, it's because we're outside, Ed. And let me look at one little setting on it. Maybe there's something got changed. Nope, it shouldn't be thin. I'll tell you what, if you guys want to answer it real quick, if I take this, that make the audio any better? So you can see that. If that makes the audio better, I will leave that off. But you got to tell me at the end. And you're seeing the end of the comments, right, Ed? Yeah. So tell me if anybody says that's better. If it's better, say better. If it's worse, say worse. And then, Ed, I'll leave it off for a minute. So we'll kind of...
Anyway, Bo
got a gift.
Bo got a gift.
How come we didn't
So
get it?
I'm opening this up for Bo. And it is beyond cute.
This is a gift for Bo.
It fits on his collar. It's little tents and campfires and lanterns, so Bo can be a fashion plate. And that'll slide right on his collar. And
Worse.
he will look
All right.
worse, so we'll
Thank
take
you.
that off.
I thought so. I'll put that right back. Can't do much about it when you're outside.
No.
Somebody liked it?
Yeah.
So,
Oh dear.
yeah. Beauty is in the eye, in the ear of the beholder, right? Bo got a gift. Bo is back in Michigan while we're here at the show.
And we heard about another dog that barks and gets excited when that dog hears Bo.
Here's a
A
question.
couple of fans.
Looking for a new layout in a Class B, something European. Have you seen anything? Not here, no?
Haven't seen anything European.
The thing about this show, and for us trying to go around and do a video on it, is we haven't really seen anything new in an RV that wasn't introduced. Usually they introduce the new RVs at the Hershey show, and those of you who are regulars know we go to that and we report on that. And then they all show up again at the California show, and then by the time Tampa rolls around, there really aren't many new models because they've already announced and shown them. So, and this is a selling show. In other words, it's not here where they're necessarily showcasing the new stuff. These are from dealer inventory lots. They're all trying to sell their RVs. So there's not a lot new, and it's always a challenge for us to go around and say, well, this is new and this isn't new. So nothing new really being introduced, I don't think. Did you see anything new that we...
I haven't so far.
Yeah, anything that, other than what we just mentioned a few minutes ago.
Only thing new I've seen are so many different breeds of dogs. I've never seen so many dogs. Dogs aren't allowed at Hershey.
Yeah.
But they are at this one, and man, there's one of everything.
Big ones. Roger, how's the new lithium battery system working for you? Awesome, Roger. We just used it in the winter with no problems at all. And you can see the video if you want to look at the video and how well insulated our leisure van is. We didn't need to run auxiliary heat like we have in the former Class B vans we use. And that video is up. It's our winter camp out video. Why did leisure travel vans go to the Ford Transit on the Wonder? Why did they only have some of their models go to the Ford Transit? Because they have the Ford Transit chassis for those who want that chassis, and they have the Sprinter chassis. And the Ford Transit is probably now has emerged as, I think, the second most innovative RV chassis out there. The new 2020 RV chassis are going to be, for the Ford Transit, are going to be even more innovative. Just as big a change as the 2019 Sprinter chassis was for the RV small motorhome market, so will the 2020 Ford Transit chassis be. We're pretty excited about that. I don't have one to show you here because they're just being now shipped to the manufacturers. But like many manufacturers, Leisure wants to have two different chassis to go to. And Ford is the one they picked as the second one.
I think it's always bad to have all your eggs in one basket.
For example, the Sprinter shortage. It's no secret, we've told you many times, they're in the RV press, so to speak, hasn't reported on this because they consider it negative, but there is a national shortage of RV Sprinter chassis out there now. Leisure has, for example, the largest back orders they've ever had on their Unity chassis. All of the dealers were by Thor. Same thing with them. Same thing with Winnebago. All of them are having trouble getting 2020 chassis. They were supposed to have been delivered in December. They're now talking May or June before they're released. 2019 chassis, which was really there's no difference really between the 2020 and the 2019 Sprinter, not in the engine or the chassis. But the 2019s are just starting to come on the market. So there's been a very big back order of those, and the dealers are filling those orders as they get the 2019s just like that. But the bottom line is, if you're asking to have someone build you from scratch a 2019 a chassis, Sprinter chassis on the 2019 Sprinter, you're going to probably wait 10 months, a year, maybe longer. It's a little quicker turnaround, I think, with Ford, because we'll see. But that's the nature of the industry, right? Roger asked a question. how are the new lithium batteries working out? I just answered that. Do you use a generator as much as you have in the past? We've never used a generator very much with ours
At
at
a
all.
rest stop?
At a rest stop if we want to run the air conditioner. That's
Right.
the only time we run it. When we're boondocking, the lithium worked right through the night and into the next day, and then the solar charges them. So we really haven't used it. So I guess less with the lithium. They've been really great to have, and we like them. We like them a lot. Here's somebody that went through the Lance campers and was amazed also at how much room there was in them. And Penny showed up at the after party. Safe travels. Thank you, Penny, for checking into us. It was great to see you out there. That after party, as we said, was great. It's funny. Somebody said better audio. Somebody said lost audio when you did that. Somebody said worse. And then somebody said now it's good. So I'm sticking with what we have. Did you happen to see Intech RV, the model called Soul Dawn, is something I've wanted to see. I think they're here at the show, and we saw them in California. Here goes let's say barbershop quartet of septuagenarians on a golf cart. And they sing barbershop harmony as they drive around. You hear them in the background, so it's pretty fun. Agree with your comment about items. Junk really disappointing. I was looking for some kind of mats and didn't find any from John. But we didn't find many, did we, Jen? I mean, I don't even. Yeah, we love to look at the gadgets. Do you recommend using a mobile RV technician for repairs instead of taking to a shop?
If you have an emergency
On the road.
on the road, I would use one. How about to go to the shop is a bit of a hike.
I use them a lot when if we had it in all of them in our travels before, when we ever needed something, we never could get in a shop, and so we became very dependent on RV mobile techs and found that they know more than most of the shop guys do, because they're always fixing things that they need emergency fixes at. The shops sometimes they can't get you in for 2 or 3 weeks, and because they have to deal with their own customers. Mobile techs are great. I used them once with our leisure. Actually, I've used them twice. I used them with the Wonder we borrowed. We had a step go out, and they sent us a new step, and we had the mobile tech come and replace the step for us. It was great. And then we used them once for to help us install our lithium batteries and the new inverter that we put in, and the solar channel, the new solar charger. I probably could have done it, but Jennifer doesn't trust me with the screwdriver in the RV. So we are big fans of mobile techs, and when people travel, we always tell them when you're at a campground, collect the names of the mobile techs. Usually they'll come to right where you are, and most of them can fix any problem right on the spot, and that's great. Are you attending the Class B show in Arizona? When is it, and do they show B pluses there? They do. Actually, it is they call it the Super B show. It's in Phoenix. It's in mid-April this year, and it's small motorhomes.
Should you show the bus that just stopped by us?
Yeah, a lot of people. This place is so big. This is how a lot of people get around, and they come on and off. Everybody say hi. Yeah, and they all are there. There's the driver. You've been busy today. Yeah, and there they go. These people are probably all leaving. They've all probably been here since about 8
They all
this
look
morning.
like they're...
They look a little tired, don't they?
look so tired. Okay, this is actually funny.
It is funny.
Because they look so whipped.
Yeah, they do.
Red noses from the sun, and all their strength is gone.
Yeah.
That was very funny. It's the first time I've ever looked at the faces.
Here's an interesting question from Tricia. How do you feel about carting your life every place you go? Does that get old? We go back and forth in deciding motorhome versus travel trailer. Well, in a travel trailer, you probably are carting it back and forth. In a motorhome, we leave our stuff. Most of our stuff is in it.
Except for, when it's real hot, or when it's real cold, then I take things out.
Yeah, if it's real cold, we don't want stuff to freeze.
Right.
We bring in our food. When we just load it up with food.
I don't
that's
usually pack more than what I need. And the dirty clothes go in a dirty clothes bag. It's really pretty easy to get everything out.
Yeah, I don't know
It
how
doesn't take long.
with the trailer. A lot of people with the trailer, you kind of tend to take stuff in and out a lot more, and we don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go through some more of the questions here. Marion says, once we have decided on which leisure van we want to buy, do you suggest ordering it in Manitoba or searching for one at a leisure dealership? They do not do factory direct. Isn't that right, Wally? You do not do factory direct. See, that's from the factory rep itself. So they have a really robust network of dealers all around the country, and we would urge you to do that. If you go to the Leisure Travel website, they have a list, and you can search. You can find a dealer right near you. And
that's good too, because then you have a relationship with that dealer. You bought from them. Read what other people say about them.
And what a lot of people will do is we'll call every dealer, say, hey, what do you have in inventory? Because frankly, if you want an RV, a leisure travel van the quickest you'll get one is from a dealer that happens to have what you want on their lot in an inventory. We have a friend who's shopping for one, and she found the one she wants. It's been sold already here at the show, but she found one that was at a dealership in another part of the country. And the best advice that we gave her is call them up, put a deposit on it, sight unseen, and you'll get it back, and go take a look at it if that's really what you want. Because that's how much in demand these things are these days. And it's not just leisure. Most of the big, small motorhome manufacturers are facing the same thing. And that's pretty good. Here's somebody who said, you replaced the radio in your last Sprinter. I hate the radio in my 2015. Do you think it was worthwhile? Yeah, I do. We put an Alpine, upgraded to an Alpine radio, and we used CarPlay, Apple CarPlay for my nav system and for the apps. And there's a video on the channel of how we did it. It's a bit tricky. You want to not do it yourself. You want to take it to, we took it to a stereo shop near our home in Michigan. But yeah, I recommend it. I really like that Alpine radio, and that is up on the blog and on the channel. Will you be attending the Toledo show? No more RV shows for us until April at Phoenix, and then we're not going to go to any until maybe one of the ones in the fall.
California.
They are a lot of work. I mean, we love meeting everybody. That's really fun, but every night we've lost our voice, which in our business is tough, and it is really exhausting. It's hard to cover.
It's been fun.
It's fun. I don't want to get over the fun part, but if we did this every week, we wouldn't have stories and adventures to share.
We got to do some traveling too.
Now the big adventure, I'm really disappointed because it's happening right now, and we don't have our RV here. I wanted to go down to the Everglades and do a story on the python hunt. They're hunting. You know, the python, they're trying to get rid of them. There's 100,000 of them now in the Everglades, and they're destroying every other species. And so they have an open hunting season, and it's quite a, shall I say, a colorful event. They tell me there are people out there with AR-15s, automatic rifles.
I tell you,
I would like to go cover that story.
A snake as big as that snake, I'd want something.
Yeah, they got little heads.
They got
big mouths, though, and the bodies. Some of those snakes, they're like that big around. And when they go at night, they come out and land on the road, and they stretch across both lanes of the highway.
Yeah, people drive over them and don't even hurt them.
I would stay now and delay our air flight if I could find a way to go down there. I think the season ends tomorrow, though.
And we haven't had time to check.
We've been so busy I haven't had a time to check, but that's a story I would like to
That's his dream. That's on his bucket list.
So we love doing these shows. We love meeting people, but our favorite thing is going out there in our RV and finding stories to tell all around. And that's what we're going to kind of do. Well, as I said, we have kind of lost our voice, and we're going to end this thing probably right now and say thank you guys so much for watching us. It has really been fun to be here all week. For those of you who we met or will watch this on demand, that we met at the show, it's an honor for us to meet so many people who watch what we do, and this is something we love doing, and we love meeting you guys.
And we really appreciate our granddaughters keeping Bo and loving on Bo while we're here.
Yeah.
Bo is under the care of Wawa and Rachel.
Like we say, we're delighted that we didn't bring Bo down here because it's too hot, and he likes to wander around, you know. But after editing the video of our winter camp out last weekend, Bo photobombed every single shot in that. He was in every single shot, and we miss Bo, so we're anxious to go back and see Bo tomorrow. So, thank you again for being here. Thanks to Ed for being here in person. Ed is usually with us on Sunday nights. Obviously, there will not be an Ask Us Anything tomorrow night, Sunday night, because we'll be on an airplane flying back to snowy Michigan and getting rid of our shorts and long sleeve or short sleeve shirts. I didn't bring a jacket with me.
I suggested it.
Well, I didn't want to carry it all around down here.
You leave it in the trunk.
I should have left it in the trunk of the car.
Oh well.
We'll think about it.
You're tough.
I'll be tough tomorrow. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Look for the podcast this coming week. Traveling Robert is our guest as we continue interviewing many of the other folks who do what we do with YouTube and travel vlog and RVing lifestyle. And that'll be on Wednesday. And the video recap of what the Tampa show is like will be our Saturday video coming next week. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys down the road.
Happy trails.
Bye-bye.